أهلا جميعا، حياكم الله بلايف جديد مع كوتش أليني. اليوم راح نسوي الانترفيو بالإنجليزي لأن أليني بس تكلم English. We're going to do an interview with Eleni, who's going to talk to us today about health and wellness, about living in health, about living in wellness. So she just logged in and to hear and listen and learn from Eleni just as much as you. I'm just waiting for her to log in. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm very well. I hear you. You can hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you really well.
Perfect. 100%.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. I'm very happy to be
really
here.
excited
Thank
for
you.
this interview.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Can you please give us just a short introduction to anyone who's new?
Yes. So my name is Eleni Dimitriadou. That means I'm from Greece. It's a long last name. So I am a psychologist and I am also a fitness coach for the last 16 years. My first degree is in psychology. I'm a licensed psychologist. I have done also my master's in psychotherapy. And my focus in, let's say, mental health is eating disorders. I'm specialized in that and anything that has to do with behavior change. And in the fitness part, my focus, my specialization is in Pilates. I've been teaching Pilates 16 years in elite level, seminar level. Like I used to teach, back when I was in Greece, I used to teach seminars for Pilates coaches, like to become Pilates coaches in a fitness school. So this is my background in a few words, but here I am doing both in Kuwait.
I would personally love to hear about the study you did with the women about eating habits and disorders.
Well, see, this happened, and this is what I love about it. Just came to me. I finished my degree, licensed psychologist, all well, coming to Kuwait as a coach. So back before I came to Kuwait, my career was pure in fitness. I got into psychology, but fitness came to me, and actually it came to me. I didn't search for it because I was like, I just wanted to become a coach so I can learn how to train. Because I realized that's the sad part. I realized that in the gym, the coaches that don't really pay attention. So I was like, okay, I want to train. I will go and learn how to train myself. And the one thing brought the other, and I accepted an offer
for personal training, you mean? For yourself?
Yes, for myself. So I found out while studying psychology. I'm in the university and I was into fitness and I was like, okay, no one is paying attention to me. I will learn. So then I searched and I didn't want to become a coach like football coach and basketball coach. It was never in my head. I was always athletic, but that's it, like nothing extreme. So then I found out that there are these private fitness schools that the people that they finish, let's say, the academy, go so they can become personal trainers. Because back in the days, I'm sure things have changed. In the university, you don't learn Pilates, you don't learn yoga, you don't do personal training. Things have changed, at least in Greece, but back then, no. So I find this school and I do everything. Personal training, group exercise, everything. Okay, good. In order to get my paper, I had to work. I had to get like placement training. So I was actually pushed to train, to work. I didn't want to work. I was so shy. I didn't want to do a class. So I was really...
I would never guess that you were ever shy.
Yeah, I was shy. I was 19. But I was like really very young.
Yeah.
So that's it. First class, I loved it. I was like, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, it came nice. I was like, that's nice. And then Pilates came to me. I did everything in Pilates because I liked Pilates from before. Then I became good in Pilates. I became the first assistant seminar teacher in seminars. And then I became seminar teacher. So this was my career, like I was teaching seminars in the weekends in Greece and PTs, groups in gyms, like I was working on that. So back then, in my head, it was never the idea of sitting behind a desk, therapy sessions all day. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. But I finished my degree. I did everything that I had to do I did placement training with kids with, not kids, adults with special needs. So that's it. Then I come to Kuwait and I realized that no, I need to go back to psychology because of my clients. So I started working with women. I was never working only with women. I was always working mixed, and especially in Greece, most of my clients in Pilates was men. So
Oh, interesting.
men really do Pilates in Greece. And because I was working always with a lot of injuries, so they were coming after injuries and then they were changing the way they were working. I was always working Pilates and strength, like combining together. Like I went through the phase of doing everything in training. I was competing in CrossFit, doing Pilates, yoga, everything. So this gave me the ability to have opinion also, to have awareness. So I can have my opinion now. Yes, this is this, and how is yoga and how it's supposed to be. I'm not a yogi, but I have, let's say, 3 certifications in yoga. That's it. I'm not a yogi. I'm not teaching yoga. I'm not there. So I came to Kuwait. I started working with women, and I can see that, okay, they can change, but there is something that stops them. And it was all about eating disorders. Not all of my clients have eating disorders, but emotional eating. This is like, who doesn't have it, especially in Kuwait? I had it.
Oh my God.
I had it, and I have it. I have still moments, but now I'm more aware of it.
Yeah.
So for me, it started in a different way because of my background in fitness. As soon as I got into fitness, I was into bodybuilding. Bodybuilding meaning like I'm fixing my body and all of this. So this is not very healthy because you start doing diets. So you start cutting everything like chicken, rice, broccoli, chicken, and all of this. This is wrong. This is wrong. So for me, it started this thing that they say, oh, I have a cheat meal, oh, I have a cheat day, and this is wrong. This is very wrong. And now that we know, it's very important, even the words we're using. Like this cheat, clean eating, dirty eating, what is it? The words we're using, they really matter. For me, there is healthy and there is less healthy, the end.
Okay.
It's also, it matters a lot the words we're using.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start doing that to myself.
Yeah, it's very hard, we are like, we are so brainwashed.
We're trained. We're used to it, and that's what we hear all the time.
True. Like but the more you talk about it, the more you are aware of it, you will start realizing that what is clean, what is, oh, I eat very clean. Yeah, but you know what? The dirty one is more tasty. So this is what I crave. This is what I want. So it's all a cycle. So I realized that my clients, they keep going into this cycle. Oh, I'm going to restrict now, and then I'm going to start over. So I was like, no, this is not normal. So I start getting back to psychology, certifications. I do my specialization in eating disorders, and I was like, wow, what is going on? It was, and imagine that I had the bachelor's, it's like in psychology, and I'm a clinical psychologist. So that's why I say that continuing education, it never stops.
Yes.
Like it was a small part, because out of all the disorders, it's a small part in the 4 years. The eating disorders was a small part. It wasn't a big one. That's why you go and you do other things. That's why you do masters and diplomas, so you can learn more.
Yeah.
So once I did that, it was like an eye-opening. Like I was shocked, and I saw it. I saw the symptoms. I saw it more clear. So I start feeling that no, I need to go back to psychology. I need a master's. I need to do a master's. Like this is the the process. But all the universities back then, before Corona, they were like, no, you have to be here once a month. I don't know what, you have to be here. So I couldn't do it. I waited 3 years, Hessa. I waited 3 years until Corona came. So Corona made all the masters online.
You did? Oh my God, that is a blessing. Wow.
What can I do? It came to me.
Advantage of the current situation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, now everything is possible, everything is online. So I did my master's in psychotherapy with a specific
Oh, that's
person-centered approach.
amazing.
Yeah. And this is when, as I said, no, I need to go back to psychology completely because I started in order to become a you take you're a psychologist, then you go psychotherapy. In order to take my degree, I have to prove that I'm doing therapy, me
Okay.
as Eleni.
Yeah.
So I started therapy for myself and I started having clients in psychotherapy, placement training. And I was like, this is my purpose. This is where I need to go back to. So I felt alive.
Wow.
This moment that you see the person having really a change in their lives cannot be compared for me as Eleni. Like I like seeing, of course, the physical changes and getting stronger and getting healthier outside. But believe me, for me right now, it's hard. It's easy to train you, but it's harder to get you out of the house to put you in the gym. Because most of the people, they don't start. Why they don't start? There are other reasons behind.
Yes.
So this is how I made it happen, and then somehow I combined it, removing myself from the gym.
Yes.
So
And
I was
now
working, yeah.
you do sessions now.
I was working like I'm 6.5 years in Kuwait. So I was working with one company like 6 years, very successful, very satisfied, and it was very hard for me to say that now I need to stop because I felt that I was working a lot, like 14 PTs a day, 12 PTs a day. Like I cut it down to 10.
No.
I mean, you're like until here, and if
Yeah.
no one pushed me, no one. I was doing it very. I wanted to do it, yeah,
Yeah.
because all of my clients, most of my clients, that are like almost 6 years with me.
Hey.
It's like it's hard. Who
You're
I have to
dedicated
stop.
to your clients. Yeah.
Like we are like in the clients in fitness, like we are like friends, family. It's many years, so it was really hard for me to say you out, you out, you in. I
Yeah.
couldn't. So I was like, okay, I need to stop being in a gym because one, people need to start seeing me as a psychologist.
Yes.
Number two, I don't have time to listen to people in therapy. How can I listen?
Yeah.
I have to have the time to listen, to reflect, to clean everything out for the next one. It's not easy. So I was like, okay, Eleni, you have to make a choice.
Right.
And I took the risk last October. I freelance. I was like, I'm not going to be in any gym. I'm stopping.
Wow.
I don't know if people will follow me. I don't know what's going to happen. And thank God, people followed me. People came in therapy even more. So now I can balance it in the way I want. So
Amazing.
I work more selectively in fitness and I focus more in psychotherapy. And it gives me more life. That's the truth.
Can you talk to us more about that moment when you decided, like, I know that fear that comes up when you make that huge decision to switch or
Yeah.
to like, as you said, follow what you know deep down is your passion or your purpose in
Yeah.
life.
Through my master's, I learned one thing because my approach is person-centered. This is not just we focus on the person. There is an approach by Carl Rogers. It's like the Rogerian theory. So you focus a lot on the feelings. So I learned through my therapy, through my journey, and through my master's, my studies, that I need to listen to my feelings. The feelings will guide your behavior. If I focused on my thoughts, I would be in the gym very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Yes.
but I started feeling choked. Without wanting to say that for my clients, like I love them, but I started to feel choked in the gym. That it's
Yes.
not me. I need something else. I need to go
There's
deeper.
something that's calling you.
It was like, it was obvious I needed to do the change. I worked on it. I didn't just take it in one day. I worked on it. I discussed about it. I tried to, how can I balance it? Like, there are too many people in the day. How many will I cut? And I couldn't choose. Who will I cut? Who will I cut? Nora, Esma, how will I cut them? So I cut them all. So like,
I hope Noura and Asma are watching us today.
like I will cut them all and you will see. Okay. So that's it. My feeling guided me, and this is what I keep saying to everyone. Okay, the thoughts are going crazy. They're going so many right now that we're talking. So the more I focus on the thoughts, what will happen? They will become stronger. And usually when there is a change, there is risk. And there is a fear of what? Failure. So if I focus on that, I would still stay comfortable where I am. I focused on my feeling, what I want. I put it down. I was like, okay, I'm going to take action now. I'm ready. I did it. But you always have to plan it ahead. Like, how am I going to do it? What are the pros? What are the cons? Like, what is going on there? And if your heart tells you to do it, go for it. Because if you're good at something, like if you bring quality outside, people will follow. People will come. So I didn't regret even 1 minute. I miss, of course, the environment of the gym, but still I'm working in fitness more selectively.
Yes.
I'm doing events that combine physical and mental health. I'm still progressing in fitness. Like I'm going to the States for something really big in Pilates. I'm going for psychology trainings. I mean, you can do both. You can combine it. But where do I find myself as Eleni? Helping people change inside out. The inside is psychology.
Yes.
That's why it is.
I love, like, I just want to take a moment and just like sit with what you said, because it is the first time I hear someone say, I had to listen to my feelings. My thoughts are gonna let me.
See, this is an approach. That's why it's an approach.
Because as women, we've been taught to be ashamed of our feelings.
Yeah.
And in reality, our feelings are what guide us to our purpose, to our calling, to what we are supposed to be doing.
True. But that's why it's an approach, you know, focusing on the thoughts, especially let's say CBT, the cognitive behavioral therapy, it focuses a lot on the thoughts and it's very beneficial, very successful. But all of the therapeutic techniques, they go slowly to the person-centered approach, which it's more humanistic and is non-directive. And I had the luck of doing a training with the Beck Institute, with like the head of the Beck Institute, and themselves, they start saying about feelings, about person-centered approach. So this is very important. The thing with the brain, what happens? The brain doesn't understand negatives. Okay, so if you tell your brain, don't think about your fear, don't think about this, fear. It understands this and it makes it an image.
Yes.
Like imagine a stronger example. Imagine right now, like something really bad happens to someone you really love. The more you think about this, you will start feeling it in your body. You will start having like stress. You will feel it in your stomach. So we focus on the feeling. The feeling is true. No matter what it is. I feel sad, that's it. Best, I feel sad. I feel happy, I feel happy. There is nothing in between.
So it doesn't grow. It's just a statement.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yes.
What happens is that because we have so many things around and life is so busy, we tend to go away from understanding what do I feel? What do I feel right now? Like you will ask, I ask people in therapy, what do you feel? And they reply, I did this. And no, what do you feel? And we're going all around. So the more you take a moment, you slow down, and you say, okay, what do I feel? I feel choked in the gym. I feel I need to go out. That's it. Halas, it's there. Then it's on me, the actions that I'm gonna take to make it the right way. Yeah, I'm not going out and say, bye, I'm done. There is a process. You put the
Then you
steps
start
down,
thinking.
and this is where the coaching part comes, the more directive.
Yes.
Like, it's the important, the before, to understand what do you
What
want,
are you
what do you
feeling?
want,
Yes.
what do you want, what do you feel, why don't you do it, like what stops you.
What's stopping you?
Once we get there, then let's go down to the steps. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, that's it. But it's all about feelings. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. So what have you came to conclusion when you did your study with, right? You did the study with Kuwaiti women.
Yes.
You
So this
said
even
that you said that
this
you got a conclusion out of your study.
yes. So what happened with my master's is that I needed to do a thesis, okay, the big essay. So I was like, what will I find? I want fitness, I want something with fitness, I want psychology. So body image. In other words, like the term is body dysmorphic disorder. So it's body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
So let's call it body image, okay? And I was like, okay, I need, because it's a pure research. So I needed to find people. How can I find people? Everyone knows me for Pilates. I don't do groups because I do only PTs. Okay, we'll make an event. So I used Pilates to gather the people, and this happened for 4 sessions. The research, it was 4 sessions, so it was a group discussion in the beginning. We were around 40 women. The stable ones, the ones that I got the sample was 30, and 30 that they didn't join the group. Because it's an experiment. So you have the control group and the experimental. The control is that I gave questionnaires specific on body image before and after. It was a long process. Like the people, like I'm very thankful. So 30 without doing anything to the events, and 30 that they were coming. So group discussion on body image, Pilates, 4 times. It went really well. I didn't expect it. Honestly, I was really scared that are they gonna come? Am I gonna get the people that I want? Thankfully, we got the people, and the girls, they started talking. And I was like, oh my God. And they were sharing the stories. And it was very beautiful because it got emotional, because all of the stories has, if you were there, you would see, they're all similar. And this is the magic of group therapy. This is the magic. You understand that I'm not alone.
Yes.
That someone else is going through that. And we are learning from each other's stories. Beautiful. Yeah. The research
always with disorders, you always feel like you're alone. Like no one else is feeling that. So when you see that there are 30 other women who are just like you,
so much.
It's like it does this to the
you're getting shocked.
Yeah.
You're getting shocked. And usually when someone, that's the thing. You might have a disorder, you don't even know about it.
Yes.
People think that it's normal to look at your body at the mirror and feel sad because you gained 5 kilos. It's not okay. It starts from accepting who you are from the inside. Do not wait until you lose this weight and then you start loving yourself. It's not going to happen. You will reach a point, I have seen it, that you will become super lean and super fit, and you will still want more. And then there is a very...
I have a story to tell you. I was like that in 2012. I lost so much weight, and my sister Mufida we were in the US. She was back in Kuwait, and then she came. So she came to the US, and when she saw me, she said,
What's
you look
happening?
disgusting. You're so skinny. You're
Cute, Mufida.
just bones. She said, you're just bones. What is this? Like, what happened? I left and I came back and you're bones. What's wrong? And I told her, no, I need to lose 10 more kilos. And I
Okay.
could not see it.
Yeah.
Now, when I see the photos
You
of me
see
in
it.
2012, I see what she sees. Like, oh my God.
But see, you weren't seeing it.
I was not seeing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to lose 10 more kilos. If I lost 10 more kilos, I don't know what would have happened to me because there wasn't
It
10 more
it
kilos.
became you were like very thin, like you went
I was
down.
skinny. I was just like,
Yeah.
I remember when I put the seat belt, my hip bones used to hurt me because when the seat belt touches the hip
Yeah.
bone,
It's a very thin
I couldn't
line,
see it.
very thin line from this to go down.
Yes,
Very thin line.
exactly.
And I have seen it a lot in Kuwait. There is not only, eating disorders are not only anorexia, it's this thing that we hear the most, or binge eating. There is also a type of disorder that is orthorexia, the people that are super, super strict with the food, and I'm eating clean, and I will not touch anything, and I will not go out to eat because I'm gonna ruin my
First
meal.
time I hear that.
Yeah, there is this. There is also a disorder that it's like combination, like it's called EDNOS. It's eating disorder, not none otherwise specified, because it takes characteristics, but it doesn't meet the criteria to be
One.
diagnosed.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things, you know, and these patterns, the eating patterns, because this is where it ends up, they can become very harmful for the person. People are
And
dying.
as you mentioned, the worst thing about it is the feeling.
The feeling.
You do not accept yourself in any way. You do not love yourself. You don't feel,
You don't accept.
yeah.
You don't accept. You don't accept what you see. You see your body. This is what the image like. You see your body. The body is more. You see your body, and you're like, no, I don't want. I don't like this. I'm gonna hide myself, and I'm not
And
gonna go out, and many
it's so much
things.
pain.
Yeah.
It's so much pain.
The thing is what happens through group therapy, group discussions, okay? Because I cannot call it group therapy as exactly, is that after what happened, the research showed that they had a more positive impact on the way they saw themselves after the events.
In comparison to one-on-one.
Before, no, before the research. So before we start the events,
Yes.
we took questionnaires, and after.
Yes.
So it showed that, okay, before they had this score, and then after they had this score. So it shows through statistics that they had a positive impact, like we had a positive result. So that means that the type of group therapy, the group discussion that I did, it was the person-centered interventions. It helped because it's a very non-directive and it focuses a lot on the feelings.
Yes.
And it's a group thing. You see that you're not alone. The one talks. I was facilitating the talks. So it all comes down to focusing on what you feel and understanding that the behavior might be dysfunctional. People are not aware
Yes.
that maybe a behavior they do is not healthy. It's not okay to do that. And
Yeah, they don't
down.
even
They go
label
down.
that it's not healthy. So they
Yeah.
just keep doing it.
It's more comfortable not to accept it, but it eats you. It's not okay. It's not okay when someone is around 50 years old and have been dieting for what, 30 years. It's not okay. There is something else there. The people that come to therapy, because I'm working a lot with eating disorders, there should be like a support system. Usually they should have like a nutritionist, depending on where they are, and the nutritionist even they should have training on like how to deal with eating disorders. So you can't go, for example, to a person with anorexia and tell them count this, have a strict meal plan. It's making them go even deeper into that. It has to have like a different approach. So the person that has been dieting for 30 years, do you really think they don't know what to eat? They know what to eat. If you open the
That's
like
true.
you will see like these meal plans. They
Yeah.
would know to how to advise you the best way.
Yeah.
And usually these are the people that when we want advices, we go to them and we ask. And they
Yes.
have
So
the
it's like we're
answers.
also enabling them.
So it's like, okay, why don't I do what I know I should do? What is it? I know I have to do this, but why don't I just do it? And this is where the inner work comes.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you do it? Since you know you have to eat this instead of like this, there are other needs. All of us as humans, we have needs. We have like a pyramid that we have
Pyramid.
needs.
Yeah.
We have the physiological needs and then it goes up,
Yeah.
okay? So what need is it inside of you that is not covered? Is it you're stressed and you want to relax? Is it you want love? You want to hug someone? It's really important. We are made to be with
With
people. We're
other
not made to be
people.
alone. So I'm finding food, I'm finding a coping mechanism to cover this need with their own way. Other people are having other coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
One coping mechanism is training. People are
Yeah.
overtraining.
Overtraining. Yeah.
People are doing, I don't know, other things like drugs, alcohol. They're finding coping mechanisms to numb the
The pain
needs.
or the feeling, or whatever feeling they don't want to feel.
There is a need. There is something that they're feeling. They want to get distracted. They want to numb the pain.
Exactly.
There is something. Then I'm eating food or I'm not eating food, depends. And I am in control or I'm not in control. So now my problem is okay, I ate more. Wow, let's go back to the cycle of restricting it and so on. So feelings, needs.
How can as we said, many people, they don't even know
Yeah.
that they have an eating disorder. So can you give us just some basic points on, like, for example, how can I assess myself that I have a eating disorder or not? And then what do I do?
First of all, there should be like you will have like an eating behavior that it goes up and down. There is something.
Okay.
And this might make you feel dysfunctional. Overweight, like you will gain a lot of weight, you will go up and down, you will not gain weight, like let's say very, very low weight, and you will have low energy. Like there is something that has to do with the eating behavior. You will see it. The body talks to you.
There's
Like
lack of balance.
there is something. Or if the person doesn't want to sit, the other people they sit, and usually they take them to therapy. But in order to be diagnosed with an eating disorder, you go through a psychiatrist. So that's why I always work like in Kuwait, psychiatrist in Greece, my client psychiatrist, always to go to the clinical part. But before we go there, because not everything is like in a very, let's say, serious level.
Yeah.
Might not be eating disorder, might be disordered eating behavior.
Yes.
So this is a different thing. I might have some patterns, some eating patterns that they make me feel uncomfortable. I see it. It's happening.
Yes.
So then I go to a psychologist, I go to a mental health professional. I check, I go deep. And then the professional should know how to deal with that. But how to know alone, you have to notice yourself. If there is something going on with your eating behavior and it makes you feel what? You want to diet all the time. You're too strict with the gym and it makes you feel obsessed. Any obsession is not
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Any obsession is not okay. And you
Yes, that's
talk
a good
about it.
factor to keep in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about it. We shouldn't feel shy about it. That's why after I did these events in the summer for my master's, I saw that people like this combination, physical and mental health. So I started doing these events in the gyms. Why in the gyms? The one thing I remember from my diploma in eating disorders is this. The doctor said back then, the gyms are the temples of eating disorders. And it stuck to my head. We need to change the people of fitness. We need to make people, coaches, we need to make them more aware that when
Yeah.
someone comes to the gym, don't tell the people you must lose weight. They came for a reason. They know why they came for. It's on us to make them love this lifestyle. Like I am getting disappointed that in 2023, I see in videos coaches doing like this thing that you grab your body and you, oh, this is not okay. Oh, I'm gonna fix my jiggly part. This is not okay. We're going back.
Yeah. Yes.
We need to
Oh,
start
actually, they
being
didn't go forward to go back.
true. So, I mean, we need to make them more aware.
Yeah.
I understand totally. This comes all from bodybuilding style. I've been there. My environment was all like bodybuilding. I was in this phase and I've seen it. Oh my God, the obsessions. And then what? Then we go to unhealthy ways to get. I mean, like this is so messed up. So messed up. So let's try to fix the way we talk, the way we behave in the gym as coaches, all of us, like to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, even the coaches, like maybe this is what they learn, like brainwashed, this is how they will grow because the marketing post on Instagram something with like skin and wow. I mean, it is like that. So, but we need to change that. We need to change that
And
because it's more helpful.
it's amazing how when you start searching about your feelings about, I mean, for example, you notice you have a eating disorder and you start searching deep into yourself about why this eating disorder is there. It's always something that has nothing to do with food.
Exactly.
It's something
Exactly.
else that's being, you're distracting yourself. So it's something here and you're using food to make noise. And when you
Exactly.
just, the moment you just pay some attention to here, this
Bravo.
just falls
Yeah.
away. It's
If you hear
amazing.
in therapy, we don't talk about food. We don't talk about
Yeah,
food. We never talk about food.
yeah.
Like,
Because it's not about food.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's something else. It will come down to the food, I will tell you, when the person has started working a lot on their feelings, they are comfortable enough to go deep because it's not easy and people
Yes.
don't want to go. It's painful. It's not easy, it's painful. So when that time comes, you can be more okay, let's say let's put some steps down to see like also how your nutrition goes with your nutritionist. That's why we have like a support system.
Yeah.
Like I know the nutritionists of my clients when I
Yeah.
need to, just in case like I know the psychiatrist, the nutritionist, like that's how I work
Yeah.
at least. So, but until there, you need to go deep. And the parts, it's not easy. Therapy, it's not easy because sometimes, most of the times, the people have a lot of things going on. So
Yeah.
they come into therapy, oh, this surface, like too many things going on. Okay, when this goes down and you come, let's say, to a therapy session and you have nothing to say, this is the best thing. Because if you have nothing to say, then I can go a bit deeper. I can tease you a bit because there's nothing going on in the day.
I always say my favorite sessions are the
Yeah.
ones when I tell my therapist, actually, I have nothing today.
Oh my God, this is a
And
blessing
then,
for your therapist.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Because there is nothing going
yeah, no
on from the
distraction.
day. So like, okay, now, and then you go deep.
Yes,
And then it's so helpful.
it is. And I remember the time I and I don't remember what day exactly it was, but I remember that feeling when I feel like I healed from my emotional eating. And I would like look at food and be like, why am I not feeling the same way?
See,
It also felt weird not feeling it.
how
Because
did it feel when you felt like, how did it feel when you realized it?
I like the feel, like for example, when you see someone you love, you have feelings. You have a surge of feelings. So when you are an emotional eater, when you see food, there is always a surge of feelings. And then when I healed from emotional eating, I would look at food and be like, I don't feel it anymore. It's weird. And like there was a time when I was missing those feelings. I was missing that rush, you know?
Yeah.
And it took me a while to just like cope with the new balanced relationship with food.
Did you feel relief?
Oh, absolutely. I felt free. Like I
Wow.
felt I was not. I felt like when I stopped feeling like I'm like when I healed from the emotional eating, I felt like there were ropes around me that were released because the food had power over my mind.
Bravo. Bravo.
So
You said a
that
big thing now.
yeah, that feeling of freedom was new. And this was recent. This wasn't like 3, 4, 5 years ago. This was this year.
Yeah.
And imagine, as you said, 33 years I am living with this feeling. So not feeling it is new, and it took
But this is
me a while to adjust.
a big step. What you say
Yeah,
now, it's not easy. Not many people can reach that point of saying like, I'm done with this.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
Relief,
Absolutely.
relief,
So
right?
much.
Big thing.
Alhamdulillah.
But you know what's important also to mention? Let's say you recover and you're done with this, okay? And something happens because it's there. The
Yes.
body, the brain knows it. Uh, it's a small relapse, okay?
Yes.
It's a small step back. Now, see what's something that I realized in an event that I did about behavior change, how to create habits, which ended up in self-worth. Like we started talking about habits, it's always like that. We start from something, we go somewhere else. So I'm always like, it's okay, we have a topic, but I know it's gonna go all around. So, so we talked about the stages of behavior change,
Yeah.
okay? So the stages are 5. Well, there are 5 there, but there is one more, 6. Before the maintenance, like you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before the maintenance, there is relapse.
Relapse.
It's part of the process. It's
Uh-huh.
part of the process of changing. I want like
For
everyone to
completion.
yes. So if you have a step back, let's say I'm training now, I'm getting fit. I didn't go and I will eat now. Okay, good. Okay, accept it. Move on the next day.
Yalla, next, keep going.
It's just a small relapse. You didn't lose you didn't lose your progress. Once people get that, they feel like, okay, I'm doing well. I can keep going. Because this is where people give up. Because they're like, oh, I'm done. Let me now eat, so I can start tomorrow. No, it's okay. You ate something like less healthy. See, like not
Yeah.
junk food, let's say. We say less healthy. Okay, you ate it. Move on.
It's okay.
It's part of the process. The more we put labels, that's why I hate labels, and I hate even that's why I was like diagnosis. I don't want the label. Do you really need the label of binge eating? Do you really need that? If you need that, I know where to take you. If you are in the clinical part of taking you there. But do you really need the label, or do we need to? Why? Because usually people they take the label and say, And now I'm an
Okay,
emotional
خلاص.
eater.
They
That's who I
identify
am.
themselves with that. Yeah.
This is my identity. No, it's not.
Yeah.
So let's have a step back, okay, and we move on. So it's very important to understand that it's okay even if you have another episode. Let's say you eat something and you, okay, fine, we move on. Let's see why it happened. Let's see what you felt. And then it comes down to what? I have some tools, toolbox, okay? I feel like it's gonna come. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm too stressed and I'm searching for the chips. Let's say I want to have something crunchy. Okay, but we know you're gonna feel bad after. So we need to fix your environment. What do I have in the house? If I have them all the time around me, at some point, one time you will be strong, two times, the third time you will go and you will eat it 100%. You have tools. Okay, what can I eat so it gives me the satisfaction, but it doesn't make me feel bad. So this is more directive, and there is a time and place for that. To have that, definitely. To give some tools when it comes the time, you open the toolbox and you say, okay, like most of the times, I tell you for emotional eating, it helps a lot to have hot showers.
Oh,
Huh?
that's a nice point.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Who doesn't love a hot shower?
Hot shower. Well, see, now in Kuwait, you will all the time have hot showers, my love, until September. So
Exactly.
you will have it all the time.
Always available now. Because
Yeah,
it relaxes
you.
it slows down the blood pressure.
Yeah. And also, let's say, why emotional eating episodes, overeating, it happens at night. Have you heard about many stories that they wake
Yeah.
up and they do overeating? No, not that much. It's all evening, night. It's all
Why?
like to the night. Because in the day you have distractions. During the day. Then at the end of the day, now it's my time to relax. So
It's you
I
and
want to
your
relax.
thoughts.
And I want to relax. So you have to have a moment to stop and say, what do I need right now? Am I hungry? Put food and eat. Put food and eat.
Hey.
Or am I feeling tired and I want to put music, I want to put my candles and chill. Maybe I want to sleep. What do I need? Do I need a hug? Call a friend if you don't have someone in the house. Call a friend. Someone that you love and they will make you feel that you're not
That's
alone.
amazing insight.
Yeah. There are so many things you can do and you can get over it. Like there is recovery. But that's why I like these talks. That's why we're doing these events. We need to talk about it.
Yes.
We need to break this thing, this stigma of not talking about. That's why, like now, I'm having this event on Friday on emotional eating, on eating disorders, anything around food. Let's break that. And I'm getting more sensitive with the young girls, 18, 17 years old. They need to learn from us, from their families, how to love their body as it is. The mothers need to know how to comment.
On themselves also.
On themselves, and then it carries on to their kids. Because if you were in these events, you would hear how this question, it always shocks me. I asked them this, when was the first time in your life, that you said, I need to change my body. I'm not good enough. It was all from childhood comments. The people, imagine clients 60 years old, they remember the moment that someone commented on their body, and because this is what they remember. I remember, it is like that. Mother, grandmother, a lot. That's a lot. It was shocking.
That's so sad.
It is. Now, do they love them? Of course they love them. Like we don't say that they don't love you.
No.
It's how they were raised, that what they know, and that's how they move on. That's why now, 2023, we're talking a lot about it to break this cycle. We need to break this cycle. We need to educate in psychology, like more these events, they're having more psycho-educational concept, like teaching people not to do art therapy in the event. We're not doing that, but more to bring awareness. And then the people, they know where to go if they want to go
Yes.
deeper.
And
But
everything is available now. Everything.
everything. You can do online therapy, you can go to a person. There's so many professionals, and it matters a lot, the chemistry. The chemistry, like we are humans, you know, the chemistry and also the approach, I have to tell you, because not everyone is using the same approach. Like, as I say always in training, too many coaches, too many personalities, too humans, and too many types of training. We don't match with everything, and that's okay. Maybe you will match with this and this. So you need to try and to see where
Be
you're
afraid to experiment.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my
And I feel like
therapist,
also
I tried twice.
sometimes I feel like also every, be it therapist, trainer, whomever, any professional, the way I like to think of it, like every one of them, I have a lesson to learn from them. خلاص, when I learn that lesson and then it starts feeling off. So خلاص, it's time to change. It's okay.
Yeah.
It means nothing about that person.
True.
Doesn't mean that they're bad, doesn't mean that they're not working. خلاص, I learned my lesson. الحين I have another lesson somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's
It's totally
okay.
fine. It's
Yeah.
not, it doesn't have to be personal. Like
Yeah.
that something happened. We don't match with everyone. And people also come and go. They come for a reason, they go for a reason.
Yes, exactly.
Fine. And experimenting, trying. The more we go to the mental health, the physical health will come so much easier.
You know how I like to think of it? I recently started thinking of it in a way that my body physically is an indicator of my soul.
Yeah.
So if there is something off, it's gonna show.
True.
This is how my soul communicates with me, through my body.
It's connected.
Yeah.
It's so connected.
Yeah. So I would, if I see that there is something off in my body, recently I started resorting to my soul, not to my body. So, like, for example, the other day, my shoulder here, it's strained. Immediately, I just went, okay, what's going on? You know? Something's going on. You know? And I did like a 45-minute meditation and like the thinking. I swear it went. It went. So this is what I'm doing right now.
Well, if it worked, your body, your soul talk to you through your shoulder. If it worked. Well, see, I'll tell you something. What really is getting affected by the way we feel is the spine. The spine, all the nerves. So
nerves, yeah.
You're getting stressed. My back. My this, my that. Chill a bit. Let's take it easy. Like, what is going on? So there are a lot of studies coming up about how the body is connected to the way we feel and all of these things. Like, actually, now I'm going to the States for a great course on mindfulness. It all has to do with mindfulness. It goes there. Psychology goes there. So we need to combine them.
Yes.
We need to combine them.
Wellness.
Like, I can't, wellness. This is wellness. This is the well-being.
Can you talk to us quickly?
Yes.
Because we have, I think, 5 or 10 minutes. Can you tell us quickly about the retreat?
The retreat in Greece. Yeah. I love nature, so I was like, I have this thing. I want to get people to Greece to show you how Greece is the right way. So I'm doing this retreat in Halkidiki, which is an area in North Greece. It's pure green and blue, and I've planned it like the first week of September, 1st until 7th. In a very nice hotel, 5-star, like the places that I booked, there's everything like high end, and we're going all around the islands because there are many islands. And we will do Pilates. There is a plan. Like we will do everyday Pilates, stretching. We will do also group discussions
Nice.
that have to do, will be decided in between the group what they want to bring. But everything that I do, it has to do with women empowerment. Like I
Wow.
want the girls to, that's why I want a small group, because I want them to get connected, to have fun, to see Greece, but also like after this, I want them to have a reset.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want, a reset, you know, reset on your mindset, reset on your body, and then come back.
And
So
can
this is like an
people
idea
still
from
sign
before,
up?
yeah. I
Can
have
people
a, they can, they can. There are spots left, but I'm gonna get maximum 6 to 8 people. I'm not gonna take 10. I said in the beginning 10, but I'm gonna keep it less. So it's gonna be 6 to 8 max. So
And
yeah,
do they sign up through your Instagram account?
through me, they have to DM me their email
Yes.
so they can get the details of everything, and
Yes.
then they can sign up through me.
Amazing.
Definitely. It's
Amazing.
gonna be cool,
Amazing.
exciting.
Sounds so
Yes,
exciting.
yes, I am. I am excited.
Since we're talking about balance, I would like to gift all of your followers and anyone who's watching a discount code from
Perfect.
my business XXI. I will write the discount code. The discount code is going to be Eleni. So they can get 20% discount on our sweets, desserts. We have
Perfect.
like mini معجنات and like that for
Nice.
your gatherings, and not so healthy. What was it? The
What do you want to
less
say?
healthy. The
Less
less healthy
healthy.
meals.
Less healthy. Yeah, why not?
Yes,
Everything has a bit of health inside. Okay, less healthy.
exactly.
It's fine.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
nicer. Thank you. And you say my name right. You're from the
Really?
people that they, yes,
Good.
yes, because I have, yes,
Alhamdulillah.
you say it right.
Thank you
Very good.
so much, my dear.
Thank you, Hersa.
I
I really
loved
enjoyed
our
it.
conversation.
I love your energy. I
Thank
love your
you.
energy.
Oh,
You
thank you.
have
I
a
love yours
very,
too.
very positive energy. Thank you
Thank you
so much.
so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Habibti.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for sharing
Bye-bye.
with us this hour.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Bye-bye.